Ryan Corr has been a staple on our screens ever since his big break on The Sleepover Club. In the 2 decades since, he's held roles in Pack to the Rafters, House of the Dragon and a string of critically acclaimed films. Now Ryan is leading an all-star cast in Kangaroo, a feel-good family comedy about a TV personality who finds himself suddenly stranded in the outback.
I've been doing the weather for 6 years. I'm sick of it.
Chris, take some time out. Might actually make you happy.
Oh, no.
Thought you might need some help with your car.
Who are you?
I'm Charlie. She looks pretty hungry.
Come on, mate, jump in. I'm just kidding, right, going in again.
I hate this town.
Would you please welcome Ryan Corr?
I
I'm going to say the start of that plot feels a little bit close to home right now, you know?
I was going to say it's a little bittersweet. You guys are finishing on the 17th, so it's lovely to see you again. It might be the last time.
27. That's at least $30 extra in our pockets.
I haven't even got to the stationery cupboard yet.
Hey, tell us, are those real Joeys you got to shoot with?
They are real Joeys, and we had the incredible experience of going over to Alice Springs, where the film was shot, and working with Chris Barnes, known as Brolga, who runs the Kangaroo Sanctuary, and learned to mother them over a period of about 2-3 weeks. And we had to swaddle them and bottle feed them, and essentially because unlike dogs and cats, which you can put a biscuit and say, please come to the mat, they're wild animals and they're orphans and they're obviously very vulnerable. And so they have to learn to trust you and sort of bond as a surrogate mother in order to follow you around. So we were lucky enough to work closely with Chris and his partner Tani at the Kangaroo Sanctuary for a number of weeks and have that incredible experience.
So did you have some Joeys that you had mothered that you kind of felt hard to leave, like it was hard to leave them?
Yeah, it was hard to leave. It's hard to leave them, but I mean, the work they do over there is pretty incredible. I mean, you know, they raise them and put them back into the wild and provide a place for these young creatures. And it's a pretty, you know, that was the selling card for sure. It's sort of like, you know, Studio Canal's fantastic, the script's beautiful, but if you get to go and you know, help baby Joeys out in the outback, I mean,
They say don't work with animals though. Ryan, like were there some unique challenges that you faced?
Yeah, I mean, you can't train wild animals, and so we essentially had to sometimes let them loose in the set some barriers, and just sort of hope for the best and hope that it matched the script.
That sounds like this sounds so familiar.
Wow. Tell me about Brolga, though. So he, you know, the founder of this Kangaroo Sanctuary, he's on set. I know actors, you're consulting with all sorts of people, but it must be different or wild to have someone like that on the set with you in this sort of situation.
I mean, it's based in his life, so it's loosely inspired by Chris's life, and of course we've taken liberties with the story somewhat. But yeah, he started the Kangaroo Sanctuary I think in 2005, and under a different name, and then in 2011 again, and yeah, he rehabilitates gorgeous baby Joeys and helps them sort of live a life, and so it's pretty incredible the work that they do, and it was really humbling and a pretty incredible experience to be able to be there while they do the work.
Do you have to do skin to skin with the Joeys?
Do I have to what, sorry?
Do you have to do skin to skin and like put them into?
Oh, there's no breastfeeding at the start.
You make
that like a newborn baby.
Simulate a pouch.
No, but I'll tell you one interesting thing we did have to do over there. So when Joeys are in their pouch, the mother usually helps them to learn to go to the toilets by sort of like engaging and saying this is how we go to the toilet and using their nose, I believe. So when you've got a baby Joey, Chris taught us that you have to...
What?
Yeah, you essentially have to let them know where their parts are and how to use it by...
With your nose?
No, with your nose, not with your nose. Sorry. Fortunately enough, no, but with your hand.
Right, okay, thank God.
It can be quite an awkward experience.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing you in quite a few gritty things. I mean, this is lovely to see you get back to things, wholesome films, because, Ryan, I remember you way back when it was the Sleepover Club.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw some of my puberty on camera.
Yeah. When it was things like Silver Sun. And it's things like Blue Water High. I mean,
Blue
how
Water
do
High.
you
I
get a picture?
love
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Water
Do we
High.
have a picture? Here we
Look
go.
at
There
Oh,
we
thanks
go.
so much.
So welcome.
You guys did that to me last time.
Oh, that's the guy from my favourite band.
Yes.
Is it nice to have those teenage years just archived for life?
It's a
Brought up
pleasure.
at every occasion.
Yeah, and brought it every time I come here. Look, yeah, you know, I'm really lucky to be able to jump into different worlds in what I do. It's one of the sort of remarkable things about it. You know, you can go into 1788 Australia or post-Turkey War, and in this one, it's, you know, it's being able to sort of spend time with these incredible native Australian animals in this way.
And get your nose in there with
And
them.
get your nose in the pouch.
Absolutely. Well, mate, thank you for coming in. It's going to be fantastic.
Thanks so much for having me.
Lovely to see you. Hey, you can see Kangaroo. It's in cinemas from September 18. In the meantime, would you please thank Ryan Corr?
And thank you guys so much. You know, obviously, I'm saying personally for the support, but you know, I think on behalf of many Australian creatives and people of all walks of life, thanks for the support over the years.
Thank you.
Yeah, so nice.